Why, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Seasoned Vegan. I'm Kia, and today I have another beet recipe for you. This right here, these are marinated beets. See that? So I love beets because they are rich in nitrates, which help improve blood flow and circulation. So if you have any issues with that, I highly recommend this recipe. Also, I think beets are very underrated. Yes, they are kind of ugly on the outside, but look at how beautiful they are on the inside. And they're so good for us. So let me show you all the ingredients that you're going to need to make these marinated beets for yourself. All right? So let's begin with our lovely beets here. And yeah, they really are kind of ugly on the outside. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. But don't ever judge a book by its cover, because sometimes what's on the inside is something that you would never expect. So anyway, if you're going to use large beets like that one, go ahead and use 4 of them. If you have smaller ones like that, I recommend using 6. Look at this one. This one has like some hair on it. Oh, that's not hair. The roots, guys. The roots, calm down. But ooh, crazy looking. So crazy. Anyway, we're also going to be using some fresh thyme, my all-time favorite herb in the whole wide world. So good, and it pairs perfectly with the beets. Got 2 cloves of garlic here. We have our salt and our pepper. We are using agave as our sweetener today. And then balsamic vinegar for some extra tart and tangy flavor. And our olive oil, which is like the base of the marinade here. Okay, so that's it in terms of ingredients. Very, very, very simple. So let's just get straight into it. We're going to go through the step-by-step process here. So the first thing that I want to do is roast my beets. So I don't chop them, I don't slice them, I don't peel them. The first thing I do is I roast them, and then I find that it's easier. Look at this, you guys. Gotcha. Looks like a witch's finger or something. Anyway, enough playing. Let's get these all organized on our baking tray, and we are going to roast them for about 1.5 hours, okay? So I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to throw these beets in there. And I'll set the timer for about 1 hour, and I'll check on them after 1 hour, but they did end up needing 1.5 hours. So anywhere from 1 hour to 1.5 hours is probably what you're going to need. Basically, what you want is for the beets to be fork tender when you take them out. So you should be able to easily press a fork right into the beet and have it, puncture without any resistance. And that's how you know that they're done. So while these beets are roasting, let's move on to step number 2, which is mincing our garlic and infusing some olive oil with this garlic here. So let's put a whole bunch of olive oil into our pan, and we're just going to have this on low heat here. We're just warming up the olive oil, and then we're going to put in our minced garlic. Oh, hi, Captain. He's wondering what I'm doing. I think I've discovered that he is very interested in beets. I started working with the beets, and he came right over like, whoa, what's that? Anyway, all right, now that our oil is heated up, we are going to put in our garlic, and see how the oil starts bubbling when I put the garlic in? That's how you know your oil is hot enough, and that's how you know it's ready to go. So here goes my garlic. Now with this step, I highly recommend just hanging out right next to your pan, because it is a shame when garlic burns. We want to take this garlic right to the edge, but not over the edge. We just want it to be golden brown, and we want all of that oil to be infused with its delicious garlic flavor. So I'm just going to stand right here, right next to my stove, which I'm noticing right now is so dirty. Ugh, sorry. Anyway, I'm just shaking my garlic around, making sure that no side gets too burnt or too brown, rather. And this took, I don't know, less than 3 minutes. So, once it turns golden brown like that, go ahead and remove it from the heat, and then we can move on to step number 3, which is basically just getting the rest of the marinade ready. We're just waiting for the beets to roast. So this is the perfect time to get the marinade ready. So I'm going to start off with my balsamic vinegar into my Pyrex measuring bowl. There we go. Also, if you're wondering how much I'm putting of everything, don't worry. All of the measurements are in the description below. All right, next I went in with my agave. Here goes my salt and pepper. And now we're going to carefully put this garlic oil into the container. All of it, the oil, the garlic, everything, it all goes into the marinade. And oh my gosh, you guys, so, so good. Now, if you don't have time or you don't feel like, cooking your garlic, you could do just put your garlic in raw, totally up to you. I just happen to prefer it cooked. I think it just enhances the quality and the flavor of the marinade. So after that, you saw me chop up my thyme and throw that in there as well. Now I'm just giving everything a good mix, and I'm just going to let this marinade sit off to the side until my beets are ready to go. So pretty easy, you guys. And something I love about these beets is that they just keep getting better in the fridge. Okay, guys, so step number 2. Now we are ready. These beets have been roasted until they are fork tender. So now we get to peel them. And this is way easier once the beets have been roasted. Check this out. Notice how the skin just peels right off. I love it. Also, something else I love about beets is that they're naturally high in antioxidants, especially something called betalains. I think that's how you say it, betalains. And that's what gives beets that beautiful, rich color. So pretty cool. They also support liver function, and they are great at detoxifying, your body's pathways, which is one reason they're often called a cleansing food. So yeah. Also a great source of fiber. You guys, I could just keep going on. I love beets. Great source of fiber, great for digestion. They keep you feeling satisfied. So get on the beet game, you guys. The beet train is a good train. A lot of people say they taste like dirt, but I just don't think that they're preparing them correctly. So that's why this video is so important to me. Y'all need to know how to prepare your beets so that you can really get all these good benefits from them into your body. Look at the inside, so pretty. See how pretty? I love it. They're gorgeous on the inside. Anyway, so we've peeled them, we've sliced them, and now we're just gonna put them into a shallow dish, something that'll be easy for them to be marinated in. So whatever dish you wanna use is up to you. Also, I slice my marinated beets, but you could cube them, you could cut them into whatever freaking shape you want. It's your life. It's your life. It doesn't matter what shape they're in. You're still going to get all the folate, all the iron, all the potassium, all the nutrients that support energy and overall wellness. So the shape doesn't matter. Honestly, they're so underrated. They're so good. They do so many huge favors for our body. And when they're cooked correctly, they can taste so indulgent, so delicious. So there they are. All of them are in my container, and now I'm going to pour my marinade all over it. And I'm just going to make sure that all the beets are covered in the marinade. Look at that, so good. And I just gave it a nice mix. Another little mix. And there we go. Got our garlic, oil, our thyme, our salt and our pepper, and our agave. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to pop them in the fridge, and we want them to sit in the fridge for a minimum of 1 hour. And then after that, they are good to be used, and you can put them on whatever dish you want. You can eat them as a snack or throw them onto different dishes. Totally up to you. Here we go. We're just going to let them sit in here for at least an hour. But like I said, they really do just keep getting better in the fridge. So you can have them, for the whole week in the fridge. Here I am putting them on a plate with some lentil dahl and some basmati rice. And oof, that was such a good pair right there. So good. The beets are kind of like savory and sweet, and they have like a perfect tender bite. And then later on in the week, I went ahead and I diced them up and I put them on some tofu tacos. And it was a great topping. So good with the tofu tacos. Also, if you're curious about how to make these tofu tacos, I have a video on that. If you head to my channel and go to the dinners playlist, you will be able to find my tofu tacos there. These tacos also have some breakfast potatoes on them too, which was so good. The beets, the breakfast potatoes, and the tofu taco meat. Such a good pair. If you want to know how to make those potatoes, you can also go to my breakfast burrito video, go to my breakfast playlist, and you'll find that there. But here they are on their own, just as a nice, healthy little snack. So delicious. Sweet and soft and juicy and succulent. You guys are absolutely gonna love these. And if you are a beet fan, I also recommend going to my beverages playlist and finding my ginger beet juice as well. That is a great one, very healthy. And if you like beets, you're gonna like that one too. Also, if you think you don't like beets, I highly recommend trying these. Okay, bye!